Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's thank to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us many mercy blessings, blessing of health and blessing of our faith to Islam, our way of life. Secondly, in this beautiful occasion, I would like to present to you about the journal with the title Anti-SAR-Cov-2 activity from chrysanthemum cinerariifolium Trev compound. This journal was arranged by Raihatul Mutiah, Yanyan Ari Indrawijaya, Dwi Puspita, and Widorimba Kumala from the Department of Pharmacy, Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences, Maulana Malik Ibrahim State Islamic University of Malang, East Java, Indonesia. The background for the preparation of this journal is due to a pandemic disease that has infected millions of population worldwide. This virus is known to spread rapidly, and to date, as many as 65 countries are infected by the coronavirus. Chrysanthemum cinerariifolium is a plant that I want to predict its activity against the COVID receptor. In some countries, this plant is used as a traditional medicine to treat inflammation, irritation, and respiratory problems. Before carrying out further research such as the in vitro or in vivo test, molecular tracking is first carried out in order to save cost and time. The protein target selected in this study included SAR-CoV-2 protease receptors PDB6LU7, PDase2 with code PDB6VW1, and spike glycoprotein with code PDB6LXT. Based on this statement, the purpose of this research is to predict the potential of the compound metabolic profiling UPLC KTOF-MSMS ethanol extract. 96% of chrysanthemum cinerariifolium leaves as anti-SAR-CoV-2 by binding to the 3 protein receptors. And then the materials and the methods in this research. The first step in the study was a screening of the compounds. The ingredients in this research are compounds from metabolic profiling UPLC KTOF-MS ethanol extract, 96% of chrysanthemum cinerariifolium leaves. The application used by Swiss ATMA. The parameters used were satisfied 5 Lipinski laws. The next step is to predict the toxicity of compounds that have passed the screening using the online PKGSM tool. Next step, downloaded the 6LU7, 6VW1, and 6LXT proteins from PDB. After that, molecular tracking was performed using the molecular virtual Docker, the first way by detecting the cavity in the receptors, where the selected cavity had the smallest RMSD value. Then docking receptors and the compound 3D structure that passed the screening that had been prepared into the selected cavity. And then result and discussion. The result of compound screening with Swiss ATMA and toxicity prediction, which is presented on the table. The following is a continuation of the table screening result on the previous slide. Based on the result in the table, it shows that 26 of 35 compound passed screening with parameters that satisfied of the 5 Lipinski laws and have different toxicity. The result and discussion of molecular tracking, result of receptor validation, cavity we are used in the research is a cavity that has a value RMSD most small. In the 6LU7 receptor cavity used cavity 1. In the 6VW receptor cavity used cavity 18. For the 6LXT receptor, the cavity was not detected. Of the 26 compounds that passed the screening, only 2-methoxyethyl, 4,4-acetoxy, 3-ethoxyphenyl, 2,7,7-3-methyl, 5-oxo-1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hexahedral compounds, 3-quinoline carboxylate, which is predicted to have better activity than the native ligand and remdesivir on 6LU7 protein. Here is a picture of the molecular tracking. Of the 26 compounds that passed the screening, there were several compounds that were predicted to have better activity than the native ligand and chloroquine against the 6-VW receptor. These compounds include 4-chloro-2, 4,2,6-dimethyl, 4-morpholinil sulfonyl, 1-piperazonyl sulfonyl benzonitrile, and 5-chloro-1,2,3-thiazole, 4-methyl-1,2-isopropyl, 4-methyl-1,3-thiazole, 5 and methyl-ethanamine and azoxystrobin. Here is a picture of the molecular drugging. Of the 26 compounds that passed the screening, only isohamnatin and isoleucine-alanine, the peptide, were predicted to have a better activity than their natural ligands at the 6-LXC receptor. Here is a picture of the molecular drugging. The conclusion is there are 4 compounds in chrysanthemum cinerariifolium leaf extract that have greater activity than native ligands: remdesivir and chloroquine in inhibiting SAR-Cov-2 protease, PDS2, and spike glycoprotein. SAR-Cov-2 protease inhibitor compound is 2-methoxyethyl 4-acetoxy 3-etoxyphenyl 2,7,7,3-methyl 5-also-1,4,5,6,7,8 hexahydro 3-quinoline carboxylate. PDS2 inhibitor compound is 4-chloro-2 4,2,6-dimethyl 4-morpholinil sulfonyl 1-piperazonyl sulfonyl benzonitrile, while compound isohamnatin and isoleucine-alanine as inhibitors at spike glycoprotein receptor. Acknowledgement. The author was grateful to Professor Dr. Epithysis MS for giving license to molecular virtual drug version 6.0 application. Thank you. That's all for me and my team. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.